Hello everyone, this is Daniel Olvera from Shopping Carts for Websites, and today I want to show you how to create a drop-down menu for your categories with columns. So it's going to look something like this. Alright, I know a few people have mentioned that they would like to see this implemented of BigCommerce, and today I'm going to show you how you can do that. We're going to be using some files courtesy of the Dynamic Drive people, and I did customize a little bit of the CSS, but remember to keep their notice as it is so that you can, give them credit for what they created. And today I'm just going to show you how to implement it in your store and edit it and make it look, the way you want it to look. So the great thing about this is that, for example, in my store, I got rid of the left column, so I have a wider, content space with a right column, and the categories are not showing. So what I did is that I gave it a bright red background to the button so that when people hover on it, you can see all the different categories in your store. All right. Today I'm using the Magnificent Blue template from BigCommerce. That's what this is called. And originally it would show a home link right here, but I decided to move it up to what is called the top menu. So that we don't lose the link to the home page. People like to see that. So let's keep it there. Instead of orange, the button is usually green. And what I did is that, you can right click and view the background image. I copied this to my computer and I changed it to red. And then I uploaded it to the server. All right. So that way, everything is blue and green and the categories are bright red. So there's no way people are going to, miss them or not being able to find them. Today, what we're going to use, well, you're going to have to download a few files from the blog. It's going to be a couple HTML files, the CSS, and a JavaScript file. We're going to be using FileZilla to upload them to your server via FTP, and that should be all you need. So let's just dig into it, and it's going to be real quick. I'm going to go fast, so if you need to follow along the steps, just pause the video, download the files, and just keep going. All right, so first of all, I want to download a file that we're going to use for the menu. And I want you to log into your control panel, go to Store Design, and you're going to click on Browse Template Files. It's going to open a new window. It's going to look like that. It always goes to your default first. I want you to go to Header, Pages menu, and you're going to copy and paste the code from the first file onto here. So basically whatever you have on this page, I want you to replace it with the code that I just gave you. All right, and you're real quick, I'll show you what it is. It's an unorderly list, and the first list item is going to be the categories. I made it all caps. You'll see it right here. This is all caps. Just helps it to stand out a little bit better. All right. From there, we're going to start with the columns. So, it's going to be div column, and this is the column 1, your links. Column 2, and your links. Column 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Of course, you can remove columns from here if you only need 5 or 6 columns. You can just select them and delete the columns that you don't need. And then here's where you can have the category names, and this is the header for the column. So column 1, column 2, is going to look like column 1, column 2. All right. So that's the first part. Just copy paste what I gave you onto this panel. It's called panels/pagesmenu.html. Great. Now what we're going to do is upload the CSS file and the JavaScript file. So go ahead and download them from the blog to your computer and go to FileZilla and connect to your server via FTP, and here's how it's going to look. And I want you to upload those two files to the content folder. All right, so just drag them from your computer onto the content folder, the CSS as well as the JavaScript. All right. Once we have them there, we're going to go back to your design window on the BigCommerce, and I'm going to click on default so I can see the HTML head.html. Here I want you to paste the head script. So basically, you're going to go to the button before the closing of your head tag, and you're going to copy and paste the code that I just gave you. Again, this comes from the guys from Dynamic Drive, so make sure that you keep this intact for legal use, just give them credit for what they created for us. And you should be all set. Right now your categories will be working. After copy and paste, make sure that you click save. And the last thing that I want to show you is that when I hover on top of categories, I can see all the different categories. But I also made this a link so that when people click on the categories, they can go to a categories page and see the complete list of categories. This gets generated dynamically from your BigCommerce control panel when you create new categories. The categories with columns you'll need to hand code the way I showed you earlier. But it's important, that people, if they want to click right here, then they'll be able to go to a page like this, which I also think that must be good for search engines. So the way you do that is that you can download the underscore categories.html file from my blog, save it to your computer, and once you have it on your computer, I want you to upload it via FTP to your server again, but now we're going to do it under template folder. Okay, so I want you to drag and drop it right here, and then you're going to have underscore categories.html. Basically what I did is two-column layout for the BigCommerce template, and now we're just going to link it. So I want you to go back to your BigCommerce control panel, website content, and view web pages. From here I want you to create a web page, which I already did. I'm going to show you what it's going to look like. Just create a web page. You're going to leave it on the what you see is what you get editor. Give it a name of categories. You can leave this blank. And then on the template layout file, just click on the drop down and you're going to see the regular page, and now the new file that you just uploaded to your server, which is underscore categories.html. Select that one, click save and exit, and right now after you just created it, it's going to be like that. It's going to be visible, so that's fine for now. I want you to go back to your website, Let's go to home. And because it's visible, it is showing right now, right here. But we don't want to end up with two categories. Plus this one doesn't expand to show your categories. The only thing I want you to do is to click on that one and copy the URL. Okay. Go back to your control panel. We're going to click it so that it's not visible. Go to your design window. I'm going to go to header.html, pages menu, and you want to paste the URL link right here. Now, if you just follow my instructions, you should have it already right here. And I use global shop path so that it will work with all of your stores. So whatever your URL is, it will be, your store.com/pages/categories.html. So you should be all set unless you gave the page a different name or you use lowercase or something like that. So just click on save and go back to your store, and now the categories page should be gone, but should be linking right from here. So if you click on that, it's going to take you to the URL pages/categories.html. And that's it for today. I hope you like this tutorial. I hope you find it useful, and please make sure to comment on this post, and don't forget to sign up for the newsletter so that you can stay on top of all these things that I'll be working here on the next couple of weeks. And remember to come back to the blog every now and then to check out for new stuff and updates. Thank you guys, it's nice talking to you, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.